Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am just sorting out some of my recipes. Also, I crafted up these 16, the biggest fluid storage cell with 5 types. Because, yeah, my 4K ones, although weren't full at all, the problem was they only hold the one, which I don't mind, but like as you can see, it's like 10 bytes of 4,000. So the size isn't the problem. The problem is like if you're only doing one, you either need 50 million drives or do that. So I just did one full of these, but you can see like it does use 600,000 bytes. I think it's like 100,000, yeah, per type, but you can do a lot of bytes. Whereas like this one, it's only like 9 for the type, and then, you know, it fills up the rest. But yeah, I just did that for like a buffer because a lot of them were full. Now that we're putting more and more crafting things into the A system. Because originally, when I would craft before, like in the last season, our fluid crafting wasn't anywhere near as cool as it is now. Like you couldn't put fluids in crafting tables and all that stuff, and it was quite laggy. So I kind of avoided storing these things in the A system, but now that has improved so much and I'm doing a lot of fluid crafting, we are storing a lot more things in the A system. So, like I said, what I'm doing right now is doing this. I have put a few items in here and I'm just kind of going along. I have just thrown a couple circuit numbers in there. From what I am looking at these recipes, there's not really much overlap with the items, so we haven't had any problems so far, but we could be having some problems if I don't be careful. Like this needs 11, so 11 in a mixer is not really gonna do my whole hello. That has completely broken the the texture. That looks pretty funny, but yeah, so man, that's gonna be fun to do. I'm thinking we can just throw the circuit in there and we'll be fine. But if we do have an issue, we'll sort it out. Right, so 11. What was the other one? Ceramics. Needs a 9. Again, I don't know. Yeah, that one makes it look easier. Like, I'm not putting any of that in there. And then obviously this one. Man, is this dimensionally transcendent catalyst stuff? Is that just like 50 million different plasmas? That's actually kind of cool. I say that now until I'm actually doing it, and I'm probably going to be like crying. What was it? 9? All right. So hopefully we don't have problems. Let's do this. I did test this and it did work, but we will just do it again. I'm sure we'll use a bunch, so I don't have a problem doing this. I can't wait till infinity and get easier, but that's locked behind. That locked behind this thing. I can't remember. I think it is, because you do the fluid, don't you? Yeah, and the DPF. You can do it with the infinity combs, infinity catalyst, and you get 64 ingots. But obviously we're not quite there yet. Well, that's cool. You can either do it without the comb or with the comb. The comb makes it a little bit more efficient. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So Obviously, I have no idea how complicated. Oh, hello. We'll just close that and look at that later. All right. So I think it just worked. Yep, there we go. All right, so we got that going. I don't remember what... Because I haven't done the ceramics dust in a while. I don't remember... I think we set everything up to work with the Mega. I don't remember, though. Yeah, alright, so it looks like that worked. I don't know why that's stuck there. That was a bit funny. But it seemed to work. Alright, cool. And then agar. Alright, I still need to... Occasionally there's stuff that gets broken over here. Oh, wait. I thought that was... I was like, you know what? I think I did that... I actually don't even need that recipe. I may have done that for something manual. I don't remember. Or I did that before I set that process up. But yeah, we are crafting agar just automatically. We're passive crafting it. I thought that was a bit funny. All right, agar, what was it? 11. I'll pull the 11 out just in case. All right, I do need to set up this. Actually, UEV. Oh, I did set up that. I don't know, 32, sure, why not? Ah. Yeah, and there is... I wish these had a assembler recipe. Fortunately, these don't. I just don't like recipes with the tools. They're a bit annoying. Alright, so that is 110 seconds. Is it doing the whole batch? I actually don't know how fast this is gonna go. Usually superconductor base things are really quite slow. Alright, so it is doing 32 at a time, but as you can see, it is a 110-second recipe. But I think, yeah, we're gonna go... I want to get these done. I think I have done that whole front half of our processing. I have upgraded all these to UEV. And I think that's most of them. I don't know. It really comes down to what we are going to be with the quantum. Like the bending machine, I have upgraded to UEV, but the forge, the forge hammer doesn't need it. And I have upgraded our extruder, but I haven't done both of them. Maybe I should do both of them. I don't know what side the... Like, I don't know where I put them. Isn't there 3? I think I have 3 things for rods, don't I? I added another one somewhere. Alright, maybe I should add that final one, actually. And I think that's everything, but... I kind of want to wait until I get UEV... UEV energy hatches. I don't know. Or I should just... I'll leave it for now. I think, yeah. I think I'll just leave it. And now it's in the freezer, which is 160 seconds. Is that also doing all 32? Just double checking, just to kind of get an idea of how slow this recipe is. All right, yeah, it is. It's doing all 32. So, all right, so 160 seconds. The freezer is the slowest part, but it does take a few minutes to craft up. All right, good to know. All right, so UEV, let's do the scary thing here and do that. We do have bio mainframes. I think we have most of the stuff. I do need to get... Oh, are these... Do these stack? I don't think they... I think they... Yeah, I think they do stack. I probably need to make a recipe. Yeah, I've done those. I think we have the highly ultimate oils too, don't we? Yeah. All right, I do need to make recipes for the superconductor, so let me do a bunch of recipes here, and we'll see what I run into. All right, I am crafting up, or attempting to craft up the energy hatch. I forgot that the precise assembler can't do UEV recipes until we upgrade it to the correct tier. So I have to use our large auto assembler thing here. I have also switched it out for the UHV. This is kind of crazy that I have the thing. I should have it coming in here, but I should have the lasers coming in. You know, maybe like a laser set here and maybe a laser set here. And then that would make it easier. Or a transformer. Yeah, put like a transformer here and then a transformer there maybe. And branch off. Like I think I'm going to upgrade most of our things moving forward. Or at least as we run into upgrade issues. But yeah, so I got that to UEV. I also took out all the recipes that we were doing over here because now that we have set up a dedicated assembler for fluids and stuff, I just moved them over there. All right, cool. So that did in fact go in there. All right, so 53 seconds. Now, guess... I'm just thinking, how do I want to do this? I guess we'll probably do a dynamo. Oh, by the way, these, those... yeah, these don't stack, so... I'm almost... I'm almost thinking, we didn't have to make recipes for those, the cells or whatever, because they don't stack. But, oh well, I'll just leave them. It doesn't matter. I haven't crafted this up yet. I don't know for sure that they don't stack, but they don't stack in my inventory, which I'm assuming... Oh, I just realized I don't have a... I don't think we have a recipe, do we? Or a data stick. Just realized that. This... Yeah, this is the UEV one. Just have motors, pumps, and conveyor. Yeah. Right, so it's in that one. Obviously, it's not turning on. Let's just double check. Yeah, they don't stack. That's funny. I don't know why I thought they did. I was just probably thinking, oh, this recipe has duplicates. I need to name them. I don't think I'm going to go back and redo it. I probably need to... Yeah, research station. I figured it was a research station recipe. Getting low on data sticks. Research? No. Search. We're producing enough power at this point where I could probably just leave this on. Man, that is... compared to some of the recipes we've scanned before, that is like nothing. That's hilarious. I just feel like, there's no point in burning power for no reason. Alright. I sort of have these in order, but... Alright, cool. So there is our UEV, and this one does work off double input hatches, whereas the precise assembler doesn't, so... Cool. Question, though. Am I doing lasers? What am I doing over here? I don't remember. I switched it to lasers, didn't we? Oops. Sometimes I do that when I'm trying to do that. I did switch it to laser. This one runs on just regular, but this is laser. What do we are bringing in the full power along that line. Right, so that is the base one. That's like the smallest UEV hatch. Or we could just use one of these, maybe a 16 amp energy hatch. Just thinking, I'm like, that's a whole lot of power. Does require sensors, draconium wire diamond. I mean, it just requires one of each. So just like as a one of, I think we'll be fine. But I do need to make a thing for the sensors. Oh, we don't have a circuit assembly line. I mean, I can do it. I just haven't, I don't think we've gotten around to crafting those up yet, but maybe it's, yeah, maybe it's time. I just have these three. All right, I will, man, are we going to be running that on, we're going to be running that on crazy power. But there we go. All right, so we do have our first UEV energy hatch. I do need to do a dynamo too. Do I need to do a dynamo? Because actually, not that one. Where is... There you are. Where's the... in the source? Alright. These actually just require a machine hull. They don't actually require a dynamo or a thing. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let me make recipes for these. I have everything for them. They are just a little bit expensive at this point. Mostly those, but bio mainframes aren't really the end of the world. Alright, just crafting up the laser hatches. I actually don't know how long. Oh, it's only 16 seconds. That's not too bad. Cool. So we'll switch over the thing, and I think we'll just run that on crazy high power. It's not something we run, it's not like continuously. We're not going to be running, you know, 2.5 billion EU per tick permanently. So I think it will be okay. See, this is like the having a transformer that I need to like adjust inside the actual platform makes this much easier when I'm messing with power. So like this would be the main line. I'm not messing with that. So that's kind of why I'm thinking maybe moving forward I'll be branching off into the platform, and then, you know, whatever we need can be branched off from there. Actually can't reach that one. So put that back. Sure we will use those. We use those a lot. So I think this will work. with UEV recipes, since they are UEV. I don't see why it wouldn't work, but you never know. We'll do that. Forgot to sit down. Right, so that has no power. This does have power when we turned it on. It'll power that one up, which will power that one up. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and... Oh, I keep doing that. Trying to go underneath. And we'll move this over. We could probably move these over as well, actually, if I want. I don't know how many of these we're actually be crafting up. The only reason I'm crafting it up is to get the UEV power on our precise assembler, so... I don't think I'll craft those up. Maybe on the... Yeah, maybe on the assembly lines. Right, so I need... This is 9. I think 9 is over here somewhere. Yep. This is my superconductor wires. That's actually, I don't know. It's kind of satisfying to see. It just goes up by 3 every time. Alright, we need superconductor wires. I want to see if it works. Unfortunately, I don't have everything set up for this. Like, why is that so much? Electric pumps. Alright, yeah, I don't have... These are, they're decently expensive, the UEV motors, so I don't know if we're going to be going crazy with this stuff yet. I just wanted to get it up and running. And I wanted to make sure the thing works. UEV. I totally forgot what I was just about to... Oh, UEV. That's what I wanted to look at. Yeah. 8 stacks of cosmic neutronium, and then, you know, that's 8 ingots worth of infinity. That's 2, so that's 10. And that's 4. So this is 14 ingots of infinity just to make that, and then you need the pump as well. Yeah, I don't think we're... I don't know if we're going to be switching over to UEV wires very rapidly, but we might need it here and there. And like I said, we are... the reason I have gone ahead and done this is, for example, if I needed to upgrade these, I can just craft up UEV things and then, you know, branch off on a separate thing from here, and that way I don't have to mess up all my cabling as trying to come in here and branch off. So yeah, I quite like that. So let me let me wait for this. It's basically this cosmic neutronium. I need to probably set up a bunch more things just smelting this continuously because it is such a slow recipe. I think these do... I think it's 8 at a time, but that is really, really slow when you need 8 stacks of fine wire per motor. That goes really fast. And UHV also uses a lot as well. So not as much, but uses quite a bit. Neutronium, I did notice we are like way up on neutronium. We're at 221,000 ingots of neutronium now. We are killing it with those. Yeah, with this thing running. think this does 576, I think, ingots every 300 seconds. So it's about one every second we are producing. If you look at it that way. Right. So yeah, let me do that and we'll just make sure this is in fact working. All right, I had noticed we had a couple issues. One was a bit of a backlog in here. I know like a lot of these should be switched over to superconductor or super buses, but one of the problems was this. This recipe, we need so many of these per I forget where it is. Yeah, we need like 4 for one crystal matrix ingot, and then you need so many per thing. And it was completely full. So it would only run for a couple ticks and then turn off before it got more. So I have increased that because now we're speeding these things up so fast that sometimes it is bottlenecked by the size of the thing. Also, I put the wrong recipe in here. I needed to put the one with no fluid on it. So that broke the craft. I had the fluid in there, the liquid helium, when I was using the other thing, which needed it, but that one, we're just stocking it. We're keeping it stocked with liquid helium, so I don't need that on there. All right, so we should have everything for this. I did turn it on for a couple things. There we go. It is running at 2 billion. 2 billion EU per tick. We are running a multi-block at 2.5 billion EU per tick. We have come a long way from our first... What was our first machine? Wire mill? I want to say like LV wire mill was probably the first thing. I'd have to go back and look, but yeah, boy, we have come a long way since our very first machine. I guess steam machine would have been probably our first, but all right, cool. I do need to do the one for the dynamo. UEV would probably be easier, just to make sure that is running. Yeah, I had a feeling there's one difference. It's these. The energy hatches require a superconductor. Wires, these just require base. All right, that's only UV. I thought that would be more interesting. I don't think I have that either. Yeah, I'm surprised those require UEV, but some of the other stuff require UEV. All right, hammer. I forgot what the spring goes in. Oh no, I ran out of room. Or borrow that. Actually, what am I doing? I probably have room. I do. Let me move those. When I searched, it only did the... That's a 1, right? Yeah. Oh, that's right. These plastic ones are different. They don't require 10. Like the metal foils, these plastic ones require the 1. Alright, cool. So, should that. Alright, cool. Yeah, I need to... Yeah, this 1920 diamond lattices, that was being the bottleneck. But we'll get that going, and don't have those yet. Maybe I will do those. Also, infinity coils is something, at least for the quest. We're at UEV. Yeah, we can do that. I think we actually have... I've just never crafted them up, right? Didn't we have a recipe? Thought I had a recipe for them. I could have sworn I had a recipe for that. Oh well. Gotta be somewhere. It would be in there if we had one. Alright, I'll make a awakened one for the recipe. Don't remember infinity coil. We do. I just never crafted one up apparently. Or did I craft one up and we needed 16? I don't remember. Alright, but anyway, yeah, that is pretty cool. We are going to have to get into optimal circuits here coming up. Dynamo, we're getting arc furnace. That might be something I do. Not really a problem. It was only kind of annoying when I was trying to craft up 12,000 of those annealed copper. But, oh, and we got the compact fusion as well. Yep. Tier 4 fusion reactor is something we're going to have to get going as well. Alright, this isn't as scary now that we have the component assembly line as well. Because we actually have... I actually think we have enough in there. Yep, we have 60 of each, so that actually isn't that scary anymore. Alright, but we'll have to get into that more next episode. So, for today, thanks for watching, and have a good one.